So many things can go wrong during a road trip. I would know, I'm a full-time digital nomad. To make sure that your road trips are easy, smooth, fun, and budget-friendly, I'm sharing 30 of my top essential tips that will make your trip smooth sailing, or rather, smooth driving. Hi, I'm Carrie. Let's start with my favorite. Okay, number 1, stopping for local treats. So this is one of my favorite parts of road tripping, which is sampling the unique flavors of each stop. Instead of only stopping at the fast food joints, I look at the local signs for local treats. For example, like the fruit on the side of the road. I mean, your taste buds are also getting a holiday too, right? Another example, when I was driving through New Mexico, I saw a sign for Native American beef jerky. So we ended up taking the detour to buy it, and it was literally the best spicy jerky I've ever had in my life. I actually still dream about it to this day. Okay, number 2, it is so annoying to have to stop and pee every 30 minutes or hour because all of that time adds up. But you don't want to dehydrate yourself. So this is a trick that I learned from my music festivals and not wanting to go to the porta potties more than I needed to. So the trick is drink electrolytes to pee less. Trust me, this works wonders. Electrolyte drinks like Gatorade or those little packets of liquid IV things, they help you stay hydrated without making you have a pee stop every half hour because the salt in the electrolytes keeps the water in your body that you drink. Okay, number 3, skip the caffeine. As much as we all love coffee, it is not the best travel companion, even when you do need energy, because it'll actually make you pee more. Other alternatives are herbal tea or flavored water or anything else, or Gatorade, right? That will give you hydration without having to pee. Or I just drink Celsius nowadays for energy. Number 4, I never like to rely on having to buy drinks and water when I'm on the road because like what if there's not a gas station and you are really, really thirsty? So I always pack at least 1 or 2 reusable water bottles and keep them with me in the car. Buying water bottles every single trip and every stop does add up fast, and plus you're saving the environment because you don't need to waste more plastic than you have to. And it's really easy to fill up the water at drink fountains or wherever you stop for food. Okay, number 5, while traveling, you need to be mindful of what you're putting into your body. Like if you have a sensitive stomach, it's really good to stick with the foods that agree with your tummy. So for me, I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm not gonna eat any cheese, and I always bring fruits, nuts, anything that I eat a lot because I know how my stomach is gonna react to it. But I do always like to have snacks because sometimes when I get tired, eating little snacks helps keep me awake. Okay, number 6, speaking of all of these snacks, all of the costs can also add up. One of the last times that I stopped at a gas station, I bought 2 Red Bulls, a Gatorade, a beef jerky, and then some snacks at a gas station, and it was like $30 or $40. But don't worry, I am gonna share ways that you can earn when buying snacks in a bit. But in general, I always try to stock up on some snacks that I want to bring, that are good for my stomach. And personally, some of my go-to snacks are mandarin oranges because they're easy to peel and eat and it's healthy, some trail mix, granola bars, or dried fruit. They're all perfect to munch on the go. Okay, number 7, there's no doubt that you will need to buy something because you at least need to stop for gas. And so the next tip is cashing in with Upside. This is where things get really exciting because if you're running low on any of those important snacks or you need to go and get something, which don't feel bad about it because that's part of the road tripping, download the free Upside app and you can earn cash back at convenience stores when you buy things. Also, you can earn cash back at gas stations. It works by giving you a percentage of what you spend on gas or the convenience stores in the form of cash, which is more money for your trip. Okay, number 8, the same thing works for dining out when you're on the road or when you're at the destination. So if you're new to Upside and you want to get cash back at all of the restaurants that you're eating at, you can actually get a bonus 10% cash back on your very first restaurant if you download the app and use the code YouTube10. And by the way, I get at least 10% whenever I eat out with Upside, and I actually document 3 months of eating out with Upside in New York City in this video. The total is a lot more than I thought. Now that we're stocked up on snacks, drinks, and are well fed, and before we go on to check the car and those tips, what else would I never leave behind on a road trip to make it fun and smooth? Well, number 9, have you ever accidentally spilled your entire drink in your car?
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Yeah, me too. Always pack a bag of essentials with wet wipes, paper towels, hand sanitizer, and trash bags because this is gonna be your best friend when you're dealing with unexpected spills or accidents, because they do happen. Okay, number 10, keep it fresh with a cooler. When you're road tripping, having a little cooler is a lifesaver for keeping drinks cold and any perishable items chilled. Plus, it doubles as an extra storage for your snacks and goodies that you bring along the way. Number 11, all right, so if you're road tripping with your friends or by yourself, it's nice to get cozy because it just makes things more fun. Bring along an extra pillow or blanket just to make the journey more comfortable. It's really great for catching some Z's if you have to stop on the side of the road or a rest stop and you want to just get some really good rest. And if you are road tripping with friends, it prevents your friends from nodding off like this every few seconds and then just getting a crick in their neck because they just needed that neck support. Okay, do you feel like I'm going a little bit fast? Well, I'm just excited, okay? Number 12, it is time to dress for success on your road trip. And no, I don't mean just like a cute little outfit. Did you know that people who drive a lot in the US have a higher risk of skin cancer on the left side because this is the side that's near the window? And that's why I always wear a light colored long sleeve shirt like this one and put on sunscreen. Okay, number 13, sunglasses are also a must to protect your eyes too because glares from cars and the bright sun can actually cause eye strain and permanent eye damage. So here's my pro tip. Consider wearing 100% UV polarized yellow tinted sunglasses because it blocks out the harmful rays, the glare from the polarization, and the yellow is really great for driving night and day. Like these. These are my yellow ones. Okay, next up, download. Don't rely solely on your internet connection on your phone for entertainment or navigation. I've made this mistake before and got lost. So make sure to download music, books, and maps beforehand for the area that you're driving through in case you're in an area with no signal and then you end up disconnecting your phone from the CarPlay and then you try to navigate again and then you aren't able to meet your destination. You just have to drive off and just hope for the best. Okay, number 15, have a backup plan. While electronic devices are convenient, they're not always so reliable. And I know this is old school, but remember that situation that I told you about earlier? Keep a physical atlas or a map handy just in case something messes up with your gadgets and just decides to call it quits. Or you left your charger at home and there's not a gas station for miles and miles. Personally, peace of mind is so important for me to have fun. Okay, speaking of all that, number 16, stay charged up. And while we're talking power, don't let your devices die mid-trip. Double, triple check that your car chargers are in the car and that fit your phone before you go out. And also make sure that you have any adapters that your car may need. In my latest road trip, my partner has the new iPhone. It has the USB-C plug-in, and we actually did not have a USB-C charger in the car, and only an old one. So he was a little bit out of luck, and you don't want to be like him. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy or I'm just a pro, but I always have backup chargers and then backup chargers just in case. And then I also always bring a car outlet inverter. That way I can plug in my normal charger in case I need it. Travel essentials, check. Snacks, double check. Charging cable so you don't get stuck in the Mojave Desert again, triple check. And now we need to check the car because when it comes down to road trips, a well-maintained vehicle is your best travel buddy. And this also goes for rental cars too. Okay, number 17, each road trip is a bug funeral, especially in the summer, if you know what I mean. And even if you just wash your car, it will be splattered with bug guts in minutes. And if you just let these bug guts bake in the sun, these guts will get stuck on your car and your windshield. So my top tip is to bring an extra jug of the window wiper fluid. That way you can be super generous when you're needing to get the bug guts off. Because I have run out before and then it was just, not that you can't see through guts, but it's just really, really annoying, you know? Okay, number 18, master the buttons. What do I mean by that? Well, have you ever wondered what those mysterious buttons in the middle of the console actually means? It is so smart and always a good idea to actually take a little bit of time, especially if you have a rental car, to familiarize yourself with what everything means, like the air circulation system, the defrost, and the cruise control, because every car is a little bit different. And cruise control, well, it basically saves me on road trips. Okay, number 19, cash in on gas savings, because when you drive, you're gonna get gas. Did you know that you could earn cash back at over 36,000 gas stations across the US with the Upside app that I mentioned earlier? I mean, why not earn more money when you spend it so that you can spend it on your trip? If you want to get a bonus 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first gas fuel up with Upside, use the code YouTube when you're signing up. Okay, we're on tip 20. Slow and steady wins the race. Because if you don't want to burn through your gas super quickly and then have to refill up more, spend more money, waste more time, listen up. Cruise control doesn't just make driving easier, it actually helps save gas because you're not always stepping on the accelerator and the gas, which, speaking of, that's the other thing that you should not do. Minimize stepping on the gas and accelerating and decelerating because all of that ends up spending a lot more gas. And let's say that you are running low on gas and you want to make sure that you get to the next gas station. A trick that I use to save even more gas is to turn off the AC and anything that would actually use gas, because this way you're conserving in that hopefully you make it. I share all of the ways to save money on gas on long trips in this video, so check it out. Okay, 21. Few things are worse than having a flat tire. True story, one time, we got a flat tire 10 minutes away from our destination in Seattle. So to keep your ride in tip-top shape, before you hit the road, make sure that you check the oil, you check the tire pressure, you check everything that you can check, because you're not gonna be able to prevent nails that pop up in the side of your road, but at least your tire popping is not your own fault. 22. While we're talking checks, don't forget to check the battery, the brakes, and the engine. Do not go on a long road trip with the check engine light on. That is a recipe to be stuck on the side of the road. Okay, 23. Who are you gonna call aside from the Ghostbusters? Well, the second most useful number to have that will save you is your roadside assistance number. Write it down, put it in your phone. This is really handy in case of emergencies. Okay, 24. I always prepare for the worst, can you tell? But also hope for the best. So don't forget to pack your car manuals for a quick reference, just in case you need to change a tire or do something or fix something yourself. Okay, number 25, double up on essentials. Bring along an extra set of keys because, again, from personal experience, locked my keys in the car and then couldn't drive anymore. And also just check that you have your spare tire kit and then the things that, you can charge your car up with. Oh my gosh, what is it called? The things that when your car dies, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna put the photo here and I'll check it out later. All of these things will give you peace of mind, that way you can have more fun. Okay, 26, don't let your key fob go dead or flat. Pack an extra one of those little batteries for your key fob because, again, you do not wanna be locked out of your car in the middle of nowhere. Number 27, capture the journey. Install a dash camera for added security in case of accidents or incidents that happen on the road. This is like having an extra set of eyes and of course, just in case. Okay, number 28, navigate like a pro. Download the iExit app to stay informed about the features of an upcoming exit, from gas stations to local attractions. Remember, you want to stop at these local places. And I like iExit because it's like having a road planner in your phone. Okay, number 29. This one's all about the fun. So get your national park or state park passes ready. And sometimes you do need to buy these passes ahead of time. So do your research. And if you do plan on stopping at a few places, just see if they require pre-planning or a ticket to get in. Oh my gosh, how did we get to number 30 so quick? Are you ready? Okay, number 30, sleep tight without breaking the bank. So on a road trip, sometimes you don't know how far you're gonna go and how little progress, honestly, that you made because you were enjoying all the attractions and local food. You may not always want to book a hotel ahead of time. And if you don't wanna stay at a sketchy roadside motel, this is what you're gonna do. Use the app Hotels Tonight to get last minute deals on cheap hotels that are right where you are. And it's specifically made to book a hotel tonight. Or if you're feeling adventurous, you have your blanket and you have your comfy stuff, and then maybe you can camp under the stars. So now that you know my 30 tips for your road trips from coast to coast, if you're planning a trip coming up soon, my next video is about my favorite top 10 cities and places to visit here in the US. So subscribe and turn on notifications to make sure you don't miss that video. And if you want to go on more vacations and more road trips, I actually show you how I saved $15,000 more this last year in this video. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.